everybody, welcome to Fitness St. Pete Tierra Verde Fitness Live. Here a little bit early so that people can get kind of settled in and drop any comments that they have with questions while we're on here. We'll see how many we can get to. Really, to be honest with you, right now I am on a complete mission to get the men and women of St. Pete and Tierra Verde who are over 40 and maybe dreading getting into their swimsuit this season into bodies that look and feel absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do from now until the official start of summer on Memorial Day is we're going to be doing Ask Your Trainer Thursday every single Thursday at 5 o'clock. So go ahead and drop a comment with any questions that you might have, or you can go ahead and private message the page if you have any questions and you don't really feel very comfortable with commenting. Looks like we've got about 3 more minutes. So just for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Diane Villano, founder of Custom Bodies way back 20 years ago, and now Fitness St. Pete and Tierra Verde Fitness. For the last 20 years, I've kind of become the go-to expert for busy men and women over 40 who aren't happy with the way they look and feel, kind of have tried everything, and just were fed up. So basically, I'm the person that you come to when you're fed up with your body and nothing else seems to work. We definitely will get it done for you. In fact, I've helped over 2,000 people, men and women over 40, learn how to eat more, train less, and really get into bodies that look and feel amazing. In fact, one of our Tierra Verde group members said, I feel 20 years younger. I'm in better shape now than when I was in my 30s. So she's 64, so that's pretty awesome. It's kind of why I'm on a mission and absolutely love doing what I do. So if you find this helpful, don't forget you can subscribe to our newsfeed. There's a little link that Facebook gives you to subscribe to the feed, so that way that you will get a notice every time we go live. And you can also, I will be here, I will be checking, if you're catching this on the replay, I'll be checking this thread for the next 48 hours. So if you missed this and you're watching through it and you have a question pop into your mind, go ahead and just leave it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to answer it in the thread. And then, of course, if you're on this and you're finding it helpful now, go ahead and tag anyone that you think might have a question or has been kind of frustrated in years past getting into their summer bodies or has had to resort to like crash diets or any of that other lunacy. Tag them, let them come watch today, and kind of let's get rocking and rolling. So I have had some very industrious people already private message in some questions earlier today. So, well, oh, here we go. I'm seeing all sorts of eyeballs pop up. How exciting. Just can you comment or hit the like button so I know who's here? Awesome. Don, I see you. Hi, thanks for joining us. Okay, so let's see. The first question I got from an email is from Dada out in California, who sent it in earlier and now is tuning in to watch the response. Okay, what is the importance of protein early in the day, and should you do it before or after your workout? That's a great question. Clearly she's been around a while and has always heard me talking about get in your protein. So the reason we want to start the day off with protein is very simple. Protein keeps you fuller longer, and it's going to keep your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels nice and even throughout the day. So if you've ever noticed, say for instance, you started your day with some toast or a bagel or some oatmeal and fruit or something like that, you're starving a couple hours later. The reason for that is it sends your blood sugar level up and down and spiking, causing hunger. So that's why it's important to start the day off with protein. Before or after a workout. Generally, about 30 minutes to an hour before a workout, you want a nice, light, easily digestible carbohydrate something like maybe oatmeal squares, banana with a little bit of peanut butter. Really depends on how long your workout's going to be. Now, after your workout, you want a nice, good blend of easily digestible protein and carbohydrates. So something like a lot of our clients like to do a green protein smoothie that's got fruit in it, so that way the carbohydrates that go ahead and replenish your glycogen stores, kind of keep your energy level up. Protein's very important because after you do your damage to your muscles while you're working out, tear them down so they can grow back bigger and stronger, protein is going to help them rebuild. And right after a workout is when your body is going to be most, susceptible to taking in your protein stores. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, let's see. What is our next email question? Oh, this is a good one. Okay, hi Chris. I don't think I see you here. Chris, okay. So I have the biggest sweet tooth craving in the world, and it's keeping me from reaching my weight loss goal. So I was wondering, where does a person begin or even start to get a handle on these carb cravings? Specifically when sugar is in every good item. Also, does that mean no fruit? Okay, so to start this off, yes, you're probably like most people who have an insane sweet tooth. Oh, I see more people popping in. Don't forget to like this or comment hot to say hi so that I know that you're here. Fabulous. Okay, so yes, sweet tooth craving, more often than not, people tend to have a sweet tooth craving or crave carbs or be carb addicts because they're eating too much sugar or too many carbs to begin with, and that will throw off your blood sugar level. Hi Chris, thanks for popping in. Good to see you here. So we're in the middle of talking about complex carbohydrates and carb cravings. So the reason people tend to be carb addicts is they're eating too many carbohydrates and or the wrong types of carbohydrates, which sends their blood sugar and insulin level spike. So if you ever notice, again, like with breakfast, if you had just fruit or juice or cereal with a side of fruit, you're usually hungry a couple hours later, and generally what you're craving is carbohydrates. So there are a couple easy ways to curb carb cravings, and that's actually a topic that I've got coming up in a couple of weeks, is how to curb your carb cravings in 3 easy steps. It's actually super simple. So what you want to do, number 1, is make sure that you never eat a carbohydrate, whether it's fruit, whether it's a good complex carb like beans or like an oatmeal. Never eat a carbohydrate without a protein or fat, because what this will do is this will slow down the breakdown of the sugar in your system and keep your blood sugar level nice and even. Another really important thing when you're talking about carb cravings is to get good fiber. So when you look at a lot of the processed food, they're pretty much devoid of fiber, right? So if you ate a half a cup of beans, you wouldn't be hungry, and your probably sweet tooth wouldn't go through the roof. But boy, if you eat the same amount of calories in a Snickers bar 10, 15, 20 minutes later, my bet is you're craving more Snickers or you're craving something else sugary. So you want to make sure that you're eating good quality carbohydrates that have a lot of fiber in them, or at least some fiber. When you're eating processed carbohydrates, even fruit juice versus say a piece of fruit, they've stripped out all of the natural fiber in it, and that's going to send your blood sugar level through the roof and again make you crave more carbs. Another really important question would be, another really important thing when you're trying to curb carb cravings is making sure that you don't eat processed sugar, which of course that may sound like an obvious solution, but I have seen people eat a ton of protein bars, say for instance the diet protein bars that have no fat. Well, they're absolutely loaded with sugar, and that will make you crave more sugar. Okay? Does that make sense? Awesome. So let's see. Chris, I get bored easy at the gym, tired of on again, off again routine, need consistency and enjoyment if possible. That's an awesome question, because it's really interesting that you bring that up, because I just read a research study and it said that by Easter, 95% of people have quit their fitness routine. So what I have honestly found is, I don't know you personally, but what I have seen with most of our clients that come in and have been on a fitness program, off a fitness program, is they start out too much too hard. So like most people, they're feeling fat, or they decide they're going to work out and they go to the gym 5-6 days a week, or they try an Insanity or one of the other really, really high intensity workouts, and it goes really good for a little while until it doesn't. You quit every 6 months. Okay, well, you're actually doing better than most. And I'm going to have, I have a blog post that talks about how to revive your New Year's resolution. I will shoot you the link to that, but the Reader's Digest version is, do you feel like you quit because you're not seeing results? Because usually, you said you get bored, but I bet you if you were really seeing results in your body, you probably would do whatever was necessary to keep seeing those results. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that answer. But if you quit every 6 months, my best guess, my best solution would be find something you like. The gym is boring. I'm sorry, but it is. Changing food is hard too. Okay, let's get to the gym and quitting every 6 months. The food part, honestly, is the easiest thing. It's super, super simple. You may want to check out the link that I have posted about our resolution reboot challenge coming up. It's actually pretty awesome, and it was designed for people just like you, because we do all of our training in a group setting, which makes it so much fun. You're not going to get bored. It's super easy peasy. Oh, let's see. Okay. Absolutely. I really would. Really check out the resolution reboot link. See if that looks like it might be good, something good to you. But honestly, yeah, the eating part is really the easiest. Keeping yourself consistent on a workout, that's usually a little bit more challenging, because for most people, they quit because they get bored or they're not seeing results. If you're seeing results, obviously you're going to keep doing whatever it takes to continue to get those results. 70% of your results is going to come from what you eat, but the changes that you can make are so easy, it's like absurd. So little things that you can start with. Make sure that you're eating protein at every meal. And by protein, I mean meat, fish, chicken, good quality whey protein drink. Make sure, what I oftentimes have people recommend to people as a quick fix is any processed food that you might eat, your wife needs help more than you. See how you are. Throw your wife under the bus. That is not nice. So tell me specifically where your problem lies. Looks like you're going to get our whole 15 minutes, so let's go. Let's do this. Let's get you squared away. What specifically do you feel like you need some help with, food-wise? Okay, while we're waiting for that, I am going to check out one more question from the email. And here's what I'm seeing. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. Hi, Issa. Hi, Issa. Let's see. I am 45 years old, and my right knee slightly hurts, but I can do light squats. Right now, I just joined a program and got 3 weeks in, and really ruined my knee, so does that mean I can't do squats anymore? And is it normal that my desire motivation has flipped 180 degrees from ages 34 to 40? Well, okay. Get off sugar. Yes, that's actually quite easy, Chris. I'm going to get right back to that. In fact, when this is done, I want to go ahead and answer Issa's question because he did email it in first. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to post a link in your comment on how to curb carb cravings. It's a really good blog post that I wrote a couple weeks ago, kind of getting everybody ready for summer. I will post that for you, and you can go ahead and show it to your wife, and that'll be easy peasy. Seriously, it's way easier than people think to do that. Now to Issa's question. Bad knees, lack of desire, hurt his knee in another workout program, wants to see if he can still do squats. Okay, so a couple answers to that. So 3 things. Number 1, it's completely normal when you get into the 40 to 45-year-old range to notice that your motivation, desire, what have you, really subsides from when you're in your 20s and your 30s. And there are a couple reasons for that. Number 1, your life's priorities and your responsibilities completely change. Back in your 20s and 30s, most people, I didn't have anybody but ourselves to be responsible for. We had fairly easy hours at work. And then all of a sudden we get into 40s and we've got a family and we've got work commitments and a lot of other responsibilities. So working out tends to feel like a chore as opposed to something that we can do to have more energy, reduce stress, look and feel better. So my best suggestion would be to go ahead and start slow. Get a 2 or 3 day a week program, something that you can easily stick with, that's not really taxing on your body, just to kind of get yourself back in the habit of working out. Now, as for your knees, I get about half of our group program members come to us because they've gotten hurt doing either another program or maybe trying to change on their own. If you've got any underlying knee dysfunction, you really want to do a functional movement screen. Maybe go see your doctor, get an MRI. It really depends what the actual issue with your knee is. You didn't really give me a lot of information, so if you're on here, pop on in. But my 2 basic suggestions, knee problems, most people with bad knees can squat if done appropriately. I have actually rehabbed several people's knee injuries or knee issues with various forms of squats. Foam rolling is also super important. A lot of knee issues that we see are actually nothing more than a tight iliotibial band, IT band, the muscle that runs along the side of your leg, a tight muscle there, and it actually pulls the kneecap off slightly, so every time you step or you squat, it's going to cause pain in your knee and make you kind of think that it's an actual knee issue. So there's that. You also want to make sure that you've got good form on any exercises that you're doing. I see a lot of people at maybe sometimes other camps. I live downtown, so I run through and I see a lot of other camps, but I see a lot of people doing squat jumps or burpees or a myriad of other exercises with just really bad form, and all I can think of is, oh Lord, that's a knee issue waiting to happen. So what I would invite you to do is check out our website, go ahead and grab a free success session. I'll do a full functional movement screen. I'll do a couple of tests for you. We can see if there's muscle imbalances, and then we'll decide whether or not squatting is a good solution for you to start with. And if it is, we'll show you some real good easy peasy squat form that you'll be able to take anywhere and do squats with no knee issues. Okay? Okay, well, it looks like our 15 minutes for today are up. So don't forget, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Feel free to share it if you think that anybody you know will find it useful. If anybody you know has been really battling to get in their swimsuit the last couple years or has been really dreading even thinking about putting a swimsuit on, they definitely need to be subscribed to our feed so that they can get in on the Ask Your Trainer series every Thursday between now and the Thursday before Memorial Day at 5 o'clock. Also, if you just know you don't even want to deal with it, go ahead and click the link above. You can find out about our Resolution Reboot Spring Detox Challenge, our second annual. Last year was awesome, so we're doing it again. You can go ahead and click the link in the title, and it'll give you a little bit more information about that. And I guess that's about it. Everybody, happy Thursday, and have a fabulous night. Bye.